Picture this. It's a quiet afternoon. You're sitting in your living room flipping through channels on your cable TV.
Mexico A Miss Universe is now your guide through Metro.
There is no doubt that these attacks against me and officers, men and women,
Until you stop on Mix, a music channel. You wait patiently for your favorite song to play, excited to watch its music video for the 100th time. Beside you, a freshly poured cup of blend fortified coffee with a warm pandesal right by your side.
When you choose Blend 45, you are in good company. Good friends and people you like.
It's a simple, familiar moment. Then suddenly, something different flashes on the screen.
Halika na, pirma ng kontrata. Isukong sarili, huwag nang babalik. Sisikat ka iyan.
At first, you're curious. The music feels catchy, but there's something off. You find yourself creeped out, yet strangely hypnotized by the confusing and almost haunting visuals. The images are bizarre, the tone feels unsettling, and the entire vibe seems to blur the line between art and madness. The tune pulls you in, like a spell you can't escape. You think to yourself, am I even supposed to watch this? It feels kind of demonic. That's the immediate reaction of a high schooler who just stumbled upon something unfamiliar. Days pass, yet the visuals won't leave your mind. They keep replaying like flashes in your head. The colors, the lyrics, the eerie expressions. You can't help but wonder what it all means. The chorus keeps looping in your mind, almost as if the video itself is controlling you. So, out of curiosity, you search for the song title, typing the words you can still hear from the chorus. And that's when you finally discover the band behind it, Bita and the Botflies.
Music has always been part of Filipinos. Long before radios and streaming apps, our ancestors already had their own songs, inspired by nature, daily life, and community. Music was used to tell stories, express emotions, and bring people together. Through the years, OPM has given us songs that define generations, from love ballads that make us feel kilig, to anthems that reflect our stories as Filipinos. But beyond romance, OPM has also carried messages that speak about real issues in society. Back in the late 1970s, Freddie Aguilar's Anak became a timeless piece, a song about family, regret, and the painful lessons of life. Later on, artists like Glock 9 used rap to tell the truth about inequality and injustice. His songs like Upuan and Serena gave voice to those who often go unheard, the poor, the oppressed, and the marginalized. Throughout the years, OPM has evolved, mixing pop, rock, and rap. But one thing remains. It continues to tell stories that matter, from Eraserhead's witty takes on youth culture to River Maya's reflections on freedom and identity. Filipino music has always been about expressing who we are. But still, there's something rare in OPM, a sound that dares to explore the darker, more uncomfortable side of life. That's where Bita and the Botflies come in.
Napapanisan ka na ba ng laway?
Bita and the Botflies, a five-piece band distinguished by a compelling lineup. Sophie Aldeguer, Rebel Aldeguer, Kevin Navea, Ray Concepcion, and Mark Lencalio. From their formation, the band projects a distinctly dark and mysterious vibe. This starts with their name, which immediately raises questions. Who is Bita? What exactly is a botfly? Originally named Adobo Toothpaste, their name was later changed to Bita and the Botflies. Bita is a nickname for Sophie, added as an alliteration, while a botfly is a parasite that grows inside human flesh. This unsettling biological metaphor, coupled with a rather interesting yet creepy art in their graphics on the videos or the publication materials, expertly builds intrigue with their audience. Importantly, this build-up is not futile. Their music will not disappoint. Bita and the Botflies deliver a sound built on unique vocals, catchy lyrics, and groovy blues rock. It's a sonic experience designed not only to grab your attention, but to hold it long enough to make you engage and think. While their songs are certainly catchy and groovy, it is the lyrics and the issues tackled within them that truly set Bita and the Botflies apart from your go-to music. Though some may find their material uncanny due to the exploration of darker topics, their songs are undeniably eye-opening, and the album Peklat Cream is the best example. At first glance, Peklat Cream may seem like a quirky title for an album, but beneath its off-beat surface lies a deeply layered exploration of scarred lives, both physical and emotional. Released on October 11, 2019, Peklat Cream marks the debut full-length album of Filipino indie rock band Bita and the Botflies under OC Records. Spanning 8 tracks and a concise runtime of about 33 minutes, the album weaves a haunting soundscape of blues rock, synths, and raw storytelling. Let's dive into the stars that tell the story.
Track 1, Chop Chop Blues, explores the cyclical nature of abuse. Track 2, Sisikat Ka Iha, tackles the sexualization, exploitation, and disposability of young women within patriarchal and profit-driven systems. Track 3, Annie and Ricky, highlights how poverty, addiction, and systemic neglect trap individuals in destructive cycles. Track 4, High Tolerance, examines psychological abuse through coercion, gaslighting, and emotional exhaustion. Track 5, Peklat Cream, reveals how generational trauma and domestic violence shape a person's relationships. Track 6, Tagu-Taguan, portrays jealousy and infidelity as triggers for possessiveness and escalating violence. Track 7, Manghuhula, focuses on consent, emotional withholding, and the power created by uncertainty in intimate relationships. Track 8, Tumilapon Pulutin, reflects emotional vulnerability, wounded attachment, and the longing for connection despite the painful history.
To understand the sound of scars, we have to look past the eerie melodies and perform a critical stylistic analysis. In the album Peklat Cream, Bita and the Botflies use specific words, phrases, and literary devices to build a world of systemic violence and power. Let's start with the words. Our study found that the album uses visceral, aggressive language to depict violence as a dominant force. Take the word skin from Chop Chop Blues, used as a graphic threat of mutilation. Baby, I will skin you under the chin, or the word dissect, which shifts the tone from musical to a clinical dehumanizing act of violence. They are linguistic choices that reveal how the perpetrator exerts absolute control. Then there are the phrases. the coded messages that reflect societal attitudes. The most haunting examples are in the title track Peklat Cream. Itim ang eyeshadow ng tanging ina mo. This isn't about makeup. Linguistically, it's a euphemism for a black eye, showing how physical abuse is disguised and normalized. Pambura ng peklat sa mukha. This symbolizes the immense cultural pressure in the Philippines to erase or conceal domestic violence rather than heal the trauma. Our study shows that these themes are reinforced through literary devices, with metaphor and imagery ranking the highest. In Chop Chop Blues, the lyrics describe a disfigured face as a souvenir. It's a chilling image that turns a victim's suffering into a grotesque keepsake of possession. The band often uses terms of endearment like honey or baby right before describing acts of violence, creating a jarring irony that highlights the manipulation inherent in abusive relationships. All these linguistic layers lead us to 6 emerging themes. We see gendered objectification where a woman's worth is tied to her youth, like the line, "Kung kulubot na, wala ka ng saysay dito." We see patriarchal exploitation, where women are shock responsive to finding their partners are just like their abusive fathers. Peklat Cream functions as a potent cultural critique. It challenges the status quo by turning the scar, the peklat, into a symbol of survival and resistance. By analyzing their language, we see that Bita and the Botflies are demanding that we stop erasing the evidence and start listening to the truth.
One of the most glaring things Bita and the Botflies point out is how women are valued. It's a painful reality where worth is constantly tied to one thing: appearance. The lyrics repeatedly suggest that the moment youth and beauty fade, so does value. It's an age-old problem, captured perfectly in the tragic line,
Kulupot na, wala ka ng saysay dito.
This pressure is intense, particularly for young adult women in the Philippines, where social media amplifies anxieties over body image. Filipinas are often pressured to conform to ideals like fair skin and to present their look as marketable. This idea of a person being a commodity is central to the album's critique. That's why you hear the phrase,
Bumibenta ka iyan.
It's a euphemism for exploitation, delivered with the irony of a sales pitch, reducing people to objects to be consumed or adored. Like the extreme idealization,
Sa iyong ganda, sila'y mapapasamba.
once a person is objectified, it opens the door to exploitation and loss of agency within the country's patriarchal systems. The band shows how this power is enforced not just by force, but by cultural expectations.
Sukong sarili, huwag nang babalik.
The entertainment industry is sharply critiqued for this. In the Philippines, these contexts leads to the double commodification of women, where performers are disposable once they no longer fit the norm. The constant pressure to capitalize the youth is clear. The lyrics depict manipulation disguised as an opportunity, often forcing individuals to sign a contract or surrender their freedom. The lyric is a chilling demand for total submission. The album then focuses on how violence is tragically cyclical, how abuse in the home reflects wider structural problems.
Nagulat ka bigla na ang jowa mo'y parehas sa tatay mong abusado.
Research in the Philippines shows that women who witness violence between their parents as children are significantly more likely to experience intimate partner violence in adulthood. The lyrics confront this trauma directly. The problem is that despite having laws like the Anti-Violence Against Women and the Children Act or the RA 9262, Many survivors still face barriers in reporting and accessing justice. Peklat cream shows this domestic abuse is normalized, treated as an ordinary occurrence.
Nabasag ang plato nang inampas sa mukha mo.
Yet, the aftermath is equally painful, with the survivor forced to walk around with signs of trauma. This brings us right to the heart of the album's title, and it's a brilliant, heartbreaking metaphor for silencing and concealment. Just look at the title, Peklat Cream. It tells you everything. The goal isn't healing the wound. The goal is hiding the scar. You hear the desperate plea in the music just to erase the physical damage.
Pambura ng peklat suka.
This act of covering up goes deeper than just makeup. It's a quiet self-erasure, a way to make her own story, her own trauma, invisible to the world. And that pressure is deeply cultural in the Philippines. We are often taught to prioritize the image of a perfect, cohesive family above everything, even if that means hiding your mother's truth, symbolized beautifully, tragically by the line,
Itim ang eyeshadow ng panging ino.
Bita and the Botflies have done their part. They've used their music as a mirror, reflecting the difficult, painful truths that many of us are taught as Filipinos. To understand that the scars, the peklat, are not marks of shame, but maps of survival. They are the necessary evidence that demands change. So, the next time you stumble upon a Bita and the Botflies music video and think, bakit ang weird? Bakit ang creepy? Try looking a little deeper. Behind the strange visuals and eerie melodies lies a message. A reminder of the pain people carry, the issues we overlook, the truths buried beneath our everyday lives. Bita and the Botflies prove that OPM isn't just about romance and nostalgia. It can be bold. It can be unsettling. It can start conversations that no one else dares to open. And maybe that's what makes their music stick, like a scar that you never fully forget.